video will be titled, and is also dedicated to those "We Are the World" Negroes. It's popular nowadays for people to say shit like, "We're all the same. We're all human. We're all God's children. Um, I don't see color. Race doesn't matter. Race doesn't exist." And they all, love everybody. And it's kind of ironic, very ironic, when you hear black people say stuff like, "Oh, I don't see color. I don't see race." The psychological impulse to people who say stuff like that, it it, it comes from, see, black people have been victimized simply because of their race, to the point where it's like they want to be seen as the opposite of what white people have done to them. Like, white people don't want to race mix, but black people dive head first into it. No problem. Matter of fact, we'll do it with a lovely smile on our face. Or if a white person doesn't want to date a black person, they're racist. You know, black people have went so far. Black people went to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Because they were facing extreme circumstances with white people. So black people went to the extreme in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you always hear black people say shit like, "I don't see color, I don't see race." Um, but when it comes to interracial dating, black people are always all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because really, deep down, there's an inferiority complex at play. See, black people are taught from birth that black has no value. Matter of fact, black is always taught from the perspective of it's a hindrance, it's a problem, it's going to cause you problems, um, because of your color or whatnot. So black people are people of extremes. They've gone to the extreme. And black leaders, so-called black leaders like MLK and Jesse Jackson and the Rainbow Coalition and the NAACP, they all preach this type of don't see color, we're all the same type of philosophy. It's like they're letting white people off the hook. You know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about race. White people love to not talk about race. Or they'll say that's just divisive. So let's not talk about that. And black people go for that shit too. They fall for it too. You hear black people basically parroting those same types of phrases. Because white people have said it so much that black people don't want to feel like the black person who blames everything on race. But white people love to talk. It's just like when white people say stuff like, "Let's not talk." Don't, slavery was in the past. Let's not talk about that. They love that because it takes the negative off of them. But when it comes to the negative of someone else, they'll talk about it all day. They'll say, matter of fact, they'll say, never forget, never forget Pearl Harbor, never forget the Holocaust, never forget 9/11. But let's talk about slavery. Oh, let's forget about that. That's in the past. There you go, race baiting, pulling the race card, and a lot of black people fall for that stuff because they don't want to seem like that. See, they made when black people talk about race and things like that, they made it into a caricature. They made it into a joke. You see what I'm saying? You know, like they'll have a TV show or some shit or a movie where a black dude might goddamn run a traffic light and get arrested, and they'll have him say, "You're arrested because I'm black." You know what I'm saying? Those types of things they use to make a mockery out of these things. And most people love television and movies. I'm going to make another video about this because movies and television and things like that, it affects your viewpoint and the way you view the world. And we view the world from a cinematic point of view. But we are the world negroes forget. See, niggas get caught up in shit like I can sleep with a white person. I can go to school with a white person. I can watch sports with a white person. We can go to the same places, so we're equal. Or Barack Obama's president, that type of shit. But what they forget is, or don't think about is, who owns all the resources. And the way these white people gained these resources wasn't through honesty, goodness. They stole this shit and killed thousands of millions of people. When you ask the white people, well, are you going to give us our resources back? They say, hell no. See, of course the white people will goddamn sell you some of the shit that they stole from you. Of course they're going to sell it to you because they're making money off of it. And you know you're not a threat because at this point they've sold up all the resources. You can't get any. Not even in Africa, which is the richest place on earth with resources, but who owns it? Who controls it? Not you, not black people. African people should be the richest motherfuckers on the planet. See, people who talk this "we are the world" shit, they're extremely short-sighted people, and they go by individual interactions, or it's just like as long as they good, as long as the white people treat them good, that's all that matters. Forget about the other hundreds, thousands. You see what I'm saying? Those people are extremely short-sighted people who can't see the big picture. This shit goes much deeper than damn going to the movies with white people and things of that nature. I know I'm cool with some white people shit, but I still know the deal. And those people, they do more harm than good, cause they what they're really doing is they're de they're de let's put it this way, they're turning you into soft, unconscious motherfuckers who don't see the big picture. Even though most of us already are there, most black people are just like that. And this is one of the major reasons why black people in general can't come together and do what's best for them. Because of these we are the world Negroes.